Hey, the interview that you're about to watch is a window into the life of a hormone health expert. As you're watching this, allow yourself to be inspired. Imagine if you were in her shoes, doing the things that she's doing and getting the hormone health wins that she is getting for her clients. It's allowed her to define her niche, branch out into a topic that was once a little confusing to her, and most importantly, it's allowed her to help women even more than she already does. Now, imagine for a moment that you had the mentorship, the training, the curriculum, and the community to get your clients these consistent hormone health wins. Do you want to get all that for free? Well, on August 29th, I'm pulling back the curtains on my hormone health certification that has enabled coaches just like you to help their clients get off birth control, reverse PCOS, heal gut issues, abolish cramps for good, abolish PMS and breast tenderness, and so much more. It's a completely free training experience and it's 3 days long, so we are going deep, but I'm gonna keep everything simplified for you. The sign-up link for this 3-day live event, Hormone Experts Rising, is right below this video. So go ahead and sign up and we will get into this interview. Okay, I am here with Lindsay Crispo, certified menstrual cycle health, fitness, and nutrition coach. And Lindsay, tell me where you were at when we first met and when you decided to invest in your hormone health education.
Yeah. So when we first met, I had just started coaching online. I've been in the health and fitness space since like 2015. So we're coming up on almost 10 years, which is crazy. But when I met Omega, I had just started my online coaching, just kind of transitioned from knowing that I wanted to be a little bit more than just like macros and workouts, but not really knowing what that looked like. So when you came in and I started seeing what you were doing with your clients and your clients' clients, I was like, this is the next step, because I had some knowledge of like, I wanted to go in the hormone direction, but not really sure of how to get there and how to serve my clients from that fully like zoomed out holistic perspective that I wanted to do. So it was just a match made in heaven.
Really, it was. And
Yes.
so how have you integrated it into your coaching practice so far?
Yeah, so it's been really easy to integrate because I think the way that you teach it and structure like the courses makes it easy to implement as you're going. So a lot of the things I was already putting into practice before I was even certified with just the like questionnaires and trying to figure out where my clients were struggling the most, what part of their cycle did we need to work on? And now it's actually part of my onboarding process. So when I first started, it was kind of like, okay, I'm learning this as we go. I'm plugging it into the people that I know need it. And now it's just part of onboarding. Everyone fills out kind of like that basic initial assessment to see where our cycle health is at. And that really helps me structure my recommendations then nutrition-wise, workout-wise, like all throughout the cycle, because I've learned that not everyone necessarily needs to change all their workouts throughout their cycle, but some people do. So it's really nice to have it at the beginning now, because it's not me like backtracking to change things. It's we already have a really good picture of where you're at hormonally, and we can just hit the ground running. So that's been a big game changer for sure.
That's a huge game changer. And I feel like people watching this might be like, wait, you don't change intensities throughout the cycle? And for everybody watching this, that's an example of how Lindsay is using what she finds in an assessment, and she's taking a hormone health profile and being like, okay, you need this and you need that. And then she's accounting for hormone variation. So people with estrogen dominance are going to have a different exercise tolerance than people with a normal estrogen balance in the luteal phase.
Yes, exactly. And nothing that I do is, cookie cutter, because I feel like I see on social media just people doing things differently. And so it's really important to me to have that initial assessment, because not everyone needs to deal with their hormones in the same way. Everyone has a different profile, exactly like you said. So it's really great to have that knowledge at the beginning. And then as a coach to feel confident in the protocols or the structures that I'm giving based on what I'm seeing from their symptoms.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Way to plug and play.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. You understood the assignment.
I did. I for sure did.
And tell me, have any like what's been some interesting like hormone health cases that have come across your desk, or what are some really cool hormone health wins that you're proud of?
Yeah, so I've actually been able to help 4 women now navigate coming off of birth control for like a decade or more. So I have a
Wow.
couple women still in my space that are, it's different when everyone comes off birth control. So I had one that she came off birth control, her period came right back that next month. And then we were just kind of working together to tweak like how we were adjusting to her symptoms and those kind of things. So that one was a really easy one. I have another one who she's been off birth control now for over 380 days, and we are still waiting for that cycle to come back.
So, as it goes, 2 weeks after Lindsay and I did this interview, I actually saw this on her Instagram stories. After 360 plus days of this client coming off birth control, Lindsay has helped her resume a natural cycle and ovulate. So this is an example of these amazing wins that can happen if you understand the methodology and the physiology and how to support your clients in a big way.
So my big thing is, I love when I'm able to have that opportunity and that conversation of someone who's ready to come off birth control, but not certain how they want to do it. So that's been really, really fun to just implement that with basal body tracking and, certain foods throughout certain parts of your cycle. Stress management has been a really big one that I think a lot of people, especially when you're just looking at like macros and fitness, and I used to do this too, totally undervalued my recovery, my stress management. So seeing women just implement very small changes, very small tweaks throughout their cycles, and then in their check-in saying, oh, my PMS was so much better this month. Like I didn't want to smack my boyfriend. Like those are really awesome wins. I love to see that. And I think it's really important that you're not overhauling everything. It's just small things that you're adding in or subtracting when it comes to like caffeine and alcohol. But they're all really well received and they can see that almost like immediate change in how they feel. And that's really cool. I love seeing that. I have so many women that are like, I didn't realize I would feel this good, this fast. And for some people it is really fast. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. And you bring up such a good point, is that so many people think that hormone health has to be an overhaul.
Yes.
But the truth is that our body knows what to do. And if we just give it those small tweaks, then our body can do what it's naturally designed to do. We don't have to do an overhaul to have
Yes.
our body do what it's naturally designed to do, because it's unnatural.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, even for myself, like I had lab testing done over a year ago and it was showing that my progesterone was really low because again, I was on birth control for a while too. At that point, when I got my labs done, I had been off for about 2 years, but all I did was I went back to your module all about supporting progesterone. I made my own little protocol for myself, followed it religiously for like 4 months, and then I was pregnant. So, it worked.
Yeah. And for everybody who doesn't know, progesterone thickens the lining of the uterus for pregnancy. So if somebody is experiencing progesterone symptoms, low progesterone symptoms, sorry, they might be the type of person that has progesterone insufficiency and might struggle getting pregnant. So taking care of the low progesterone symptoms with, again, the simple lifestyle changes is like,
Yep. For me, it was like going to bed at a reasonable time every single night, waking up at the same time, veggies, Brazil nuts. It was very simple things. I just had to execute it and hold myself accountable to that. And it works.
and now healthy pregnancy 20 23 weeks?
23 weeks. Yep.
Wow. So cool. So beautiful. And we can take this out of the recording if you don't want to share about it, but you also had a friend who has PCOS that is also pregnant now, right?
Yes. Yes. So she had her baby boy 3 weeks early. So he is here. He is in the world. He's beautiful and healthy. Mom's recovering well, breastfeeding, all the things. So we actually worked together for about a year. And again, very simple, just a lot of habit change. We never even tracked macros. We just really were super intentional with our grocery lists throughout the cycle. We were very intentional with making sure she's having breakfast, no caffeine on an empty stomach. Just a lot of those very simple lifestyle changes that she was able to implement slowly over time and get to the point where she felt, everything was sustainable before we added something else. That was a really big thing for her because she had tried to lose weight in the past, tried to fix her cycles in the past. And every time, she went to a physician, she felt like it was this laundry list of things that had to change immediately. So when we started working together, we picked one habit and we executed that for 4 weeks. And then we said, okay, how do we feel? Does this feel sustainable? Do you feel like you're ready to take the next step? Then we added one more habit. So really it was just every day of like laying a brick on the road to those healthy cycles and not feeling like she had to do all the construction at once, So she was able to get pregnant. It started, she was tracking ovulation right away and sending me the little ovulation test strips, which were great. And then sent me the pregnancy test and I was crying, she was crying, threw a baby shower, and now he's here and healthy. And it was incredible. That was definitely a massive win. It was beautiful.
Oh, such a big win, especially to have a friend that you help with hormones and then you get to have your babies around the same time. Like,
yes, exactly.
The best. Yeah, you bring up such a good point in habit stacking.
Mm-hmm.
And also bring up a good point about like where the medical system is with supporting hormones and where a hormone health coach is at supporting hormones. And it's vastly different. And that's why we need people like you who are really good at helping people change their habits and helping them do like the brick by brick to healthy versus giving them a laundry list of things to do that seem insurmountable.
Exactly.
We need coaches. Doctors are amazing and absolutely necessary in our world. And we need people that have a deep understanding of hormone health.
Yes. And I think especially with PCOS, it's very stress and inflammation driven. So when you're given a list like that, that just adds to your stress, right? So I think it's really important for coaches to zoom out and put ourselves in our client's shoes and think about how can we make this, a graceful, fun learning journey for them rather than something that they feel like they have to do. They're burdened by it. Like, make it enjoyable, teach them along the way. I always have a reason for, why we're doing what we're doing. Like, I would never just say, okay, start taking inositol because it's great for PCOS. Like, why is it great? Like, she needs to understand that because I'm asking her to spend money on a supplement and take it every day. But why? So I think the education behind it too is really important because it's great for us coaches to understand, but do our clients understand why they're doing what they're doing and how it's supporting their body?
Yeah, totally. That's so important. I love that you have that perspective. What would you tell somebody who's considering becoming a hormone health coach?
If you are a woman, do it just for the fact that you deserve to understand your body. And like, we just never had that education, never had that understanding. And I think even if you just start, maybe because you have questions about your cycle or future fertility questions, if you just start for understanding yourself, you're going to fall in love with that process and you're going to want to like share it to everyone else. Like, it's going to come out of you at some point. And you're going to really see your clients just understand their bodies in ways that they never had before. Like, I did a call all about, the luteal phase and why why progress pictures during the luteal phase. We don't do them. Why we don't do scale weight during the luteal phase, like all those kinds of things. And so many messages after that call about like, wow, I make sense. Like I thought, X was wrong with me, or I thought I was doing something wrong. And even just to be able to provide that clarity of like basic, this is your cycle, these are your hormones. That's amazing. I want to give that to everyone. And I think that we all deserve to understand our bodies on that level and not think we're crazy, 1 week out of the month for all our whole lives. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I feel like you're giving that gift of self-compassion to people, and you're showing them what is normal and within the range of like healthy normal, right?
Yes.
That is such a gift. And you said you did it on a call. So I assume there's like community there, and
Yep. And even too, like a lot of the women told me after that call, like I made my husband sit down and watch this so he understands like why I am a certain way. And it helps their relationships too, because you can understand why you're a certain way. Your partner or significant other can understand why you feel that way. And you guys can really be on the same page. And that's so important, especially throughout our cycle, throughout pregnancy, postpartum, like being on that same page and understanding your basic physiology. That's a right that we all should exercise.
Absolutely. Yeah. And to your point of like having partners watch this, it's like a mentor told me that like this information is passed down from womb to womb and from household to household. And it's like, it's one household at a time is lit up by this. And it truly is transformative to relationships, the way we look at food, the way we self-talk. It's transformative to the core.
Yes, it very much is. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about your program.
Yeah, I love that you love it, and your love truly does come through. I really feel it. So thank you so much for sharing.
Of course.
Do you feel inspired already? Tell me in the comments which part inspired you most. And what if this could be your ripple effect in your community? Imagine if you had my mentorship, my training, and the curriculum that I put together and the community all around the world to support you in getting consistent hormone health wins for your clients. I don't have to tell you that it actually requires mentorship, education, and community to get those types of hormone health wins. And I am opening up the curtain and doing this free event. So if you want to be in her shoes and get the full method to get your clients these hormone health wins for free, click the link below this video and sign up for this free once a year event, Hormone Experts Rising, on August 29th. It's totally free, and it's exactly what you need to gain the confidence, the skills, and the framework to get all of those hormone health wins. I will see you there.